Here we go, back again with another match day preview. And before we start with the Watford preview, we're going to chat about the Michael Dodds interview. But before that, sad news today. The King, Charlie Hurley, has passed away at the age of 87. Sunderland centre-half, player of the century, King Charlie Hurley. 402 games he played for Sunderland between 1957 and 1969, scoring 23 goals. You know, represented the Republic of Ireland 40 times and scored 2 goals. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Charlie's family and R.I.P. Charlie Hurley. I will put a bit of footage at the end of Charlie scoring a goal if you want to wait and watch that. Absolutely superb play. Yes, superb play. Right, so we play Watford on Saturday. But the interview for Michael Dodds just taking place. It's really boring, isn't it? I mean, I'm watching his interview and I can't get anything to take out of it. Can't find anything to take out of it, to uplift us, to feel positive about things. Oh, it's just really boring. He says he's not going to be experimenting. So there goes probably Tom Watson's opportunity. Maybe he's getting some sort of game time. Surely he should be on the bench by now. It's hard not to stay awake when he's talking. It's the same every single week. The only thing that came out of that interview was there was a good question. Nick Barnes' questions was, you know, they were as they normally are. But one good question, somebody said, what reasons do the Sunderland fans have to cheer at this moment in time? And all Michael Dodds could come up with was, we have the youngest squad in the Championship. The youngest squad in the Championship, it's an upside. That's it. You couldn't think of any other reasons. We have a core of good players and we'll all have a good look at it at the end of the season to see where it's gone wrong. But he says he's 99.9% certain. Yes, remember this next season, Michael Dodds and Sunderland fans. 99.9% certain Sunderland will have a better season next season because we're going to have a better balanced side next season as he gives something away. Does that mean we're giving up this model completely? We have the more of a balanced side. And yes, Speakman, KLD, Michael Dodds are all going to address the issues at the end of the season. Now, is it just more spiel? I don't see there's any kind of, nothing coming out from the hierarchy like the likes of Speakman or KLD to do with his head coach. I don't know. I've even heard 1 or 2 rumours from 1 or 2 bits and pieces here and there that they haven't really been looking that hard at this moment in time. They don't really have anybody in mind yet. I hope they do. Surely after all this time with Dodds being in charge, we've got to have somebody in mind. Got to have contacts. Surely we've had a little bit of a, you know, put the feelers out here and there and had little speakmans had little speaks. Little Speakman has been chatting to some people, hopefully, and getting them ready for interviews. If not interviewing them already, you would have thought there'd been some interviews happening already, but gone very quiet, isn't it? Very quiet indeed. And like I say, we do move on to the Watford game at the weekend. Watford were formed back in 1881, 143 years young. Vicarage Road opened in 1921. And going back to the Charlie Hurley thing, and I'm going to show you a bit of footage at the end. Just look at the crowd at Roker Park. Wow, them were the days, they really were. Tom Cleverley is the manager. I never knew that, didn't really know that. He played for them a couple of occasions. The last time, 137 games and scored 8 goals. But as a manager, head coach, been in charge 7 games, won 1, drawn 5, lost 1. They don't score many goals, like Sunderland don't score many goals. Has this got a 0-0 draw written all over it? They drew against Hull at home. They lost to Southampton 3-2, which is, you know, it's a strange one because they don't score many, don't let many in. They drew away to Ipswich 0-0. They drew at home to Preston 0-0. They drew away to West Brom 2-2. And they beat Birmingham. So they're the games. 3 points behind Sunderland in 15th position. We have to go out there at the weekend and make it a game of football. Do something brave. Let's take the game to Watford and try and do something brave and try and attack Watford. A bit of entertaining football. We've got some great loyal Sunderland fans travelling all the way down there to Vicarage Road to watch the beloved Sunderland. Let's make it a little bit exciting for them, surely. I mean, a draw is obviously better than a defeat. We don't want to go down there and get hammered, do we? So, you know, would you take a 0-0 draw over a defeat? It's a no-brainer, of course you would. But it would be nice to get, you know, 3 points. Nice to see a team really taking some chances. You know, some direct balls, quick passages of play. No dawdling around under this dodgy passing backwards and sideways and slow out from Patterson. We want something different. Michael Dodd says the football was boring last week and he was bored watching his team. They weren't taking enough chances. They weren't trying to find these good passes through the middle, you know, or down the wing to get quickly in behind Millwall. They're too worried about Millwall. Well, you know, they're under the guidance of your coaching, Michael Dodds. These players are under the guidance of your coaching. Yes, they're a young squad. Nick Barnes did say something like they're a young squad. Are they too frightened to take chances? But they shouldn't be. This is why the likes of, we've seen Dodds, you know, do his thing over the last few weeks. He's not looking like he's going to change anything at all at the weekend. He said he's not experimenting. Now, whether that's just for Watford, I don't know. I want to see 1 or 2 changes in the team. I want to see 1 or 2 changes in the squad. Nice to bed in 1 or 2 youngsters. Definitely do not, for the love of money, please don't start Dak. Please don't start Burstow. For the simple reason Burstow won't be here next season, so it's a pointless, absolutely pointless experiment if you're doing that. Pointless doing that one single bit. Please don't start Dak. Don't keep Dak. I wish him all the best in his future, but please don't. So there's 2 players. Shouldn't even be on, for me, on the bench. I wouldn't even put them on the bench. I'd just let them go. Some of the youngsters in with the squad we've already got. But yeah, if you want a chance to win one of these shirts, as you can see, we've got a blue one, we've got Ajax one, we've got 2 or 3 there. If you want a chance to win one of those shirts, leave a score prediction down below. LU Soccer are going to send me some more shirts in the post. A couple of England shirts. Happy days. Ready for the Euros. So leave your score prediction down below and a goal scorer. And hopefully you may get one correct to go in the hat. Somebody, if nobody gets the correct goal scorer along with the correct score, what I'll do is I'll put these all in the hat who got the correct, just the correct score, and I'll pull one out for one of those shirts. So there we go. It's a dull end of the season. It's a dull end of the season. Why aren't we hearing anything from the hierarchy? It's gone quiet. They're hiding. What is the intentions for next season? You know, it would be nice. You want Sunderland fans to buy season cards. You want Sunderland fans to spend the hard-earned cash at your club, at our club. The club you own, the club we love. Sunderland Association Football Club. You want our hard-earned cash. Give us something to look forward to. Let's hear something from yous. Are you going to do something different in the transfer window? Are you going to keep quiet? Are you just going to keep quiet and say nothing? Because it seems to me that you don't give a shit about the Sunderland fans, in my opinion. I want to hear something. I want to hear something positive coming out of the club. Yeah, we're going to sit down. We're going to have a long, hard look at the situation, where things have gone wrong. We're going to address it. We're going to balance out the team better next season. A couple of wise heads in there. A couple of experienced players. We're going to go for the playoffs. We're going to go for the top 2. We're going to put some money where our mouth are. Mouth is where our mouth is. Otherwise, I can't imagine the sales for season cards being massive next season. But yeah, Watford away. Watford, yeah, as you can see, they're in transition period themselves. They've got a young manager inside. He's only 34 years of age, Tom Cleverley. They haven't done anything fantastic with them. They've won 1, drawn 5, lost 1. So they're in a kind of similar situation as Sunderland. It's going to be a tough game. It's always tough down at Vicarage Road. You know, they're a good football inside, good football in history. It is a tough place to go. Good fans. Let's hope we can get down there. Let's hope the team put a better performance in, a bit of confidence, you know, a bit of pride in your play, a bit of passion, a bit of drive. Give it 110% for the Sunderland fans watching on the touchline. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I said a quick one. There's not much to talk about really. Not much to talk about really. And like I say, R.I.P. Charlie Hurley, player of the century, the king. He's him scoring a goal against Everton in the cup. Right, cheers, thank you. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. I'll do a live stream on Saturday. Join in. Have a bit of fun. Hopefully, we'll see a good game of football. Thank you.
Centre half Hurley gets the second goal.